Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh kepada kelas 5F. So hari ini kita akan membuat presentation lah. Okay. Untuk mendengar satu lagi presentation daripada rakan-rakan ataupun grup yang seterusnya. So kalau tengok pada sini grup manakah yang akan present. So okay, World Resource Institute sampai Pertubuhan Kasih Nilofa sampai UNICEF sudah pun siap, okay, siap present. So okay, bereslah. Allah warna hijau, pening pula. Okay, okay. Oh ni batuk. Okay. So hari ni grup mana yang akan present ya? Boleh minta tahu? Environmental Defence Fund ke?
Ya, madam.
Okay, so hari ni satu grup sahaja Hari ni satu grup sahaja
Betul, madam.
Right, so okay. Okay, so ada 5 orang ahli. Kita akan tengoklah. Ini dia punya rubrik macam biasalah. So ada berapa grup? Sekejap ni tengok ya. Semuanya ada. So hari satu, okay, minggu depan satu, akhirnya cukup lah. Okay, suka untuk Madam ingatkan bahawa minggu ini merupakan ada test test PAD 350. So hari apa agaknya nak buat tu? Madam tak royak lagi tu dekat ni. Tak buat lagi. Ini tahu ni. Cek ni. Part 5. Kenapa nak? Salam semua. Test. Kosong. Week 12. Chapter 1 till 4. Okay, semua dah tak tahu lagi kan? Betul tak? Tak tahu lagi kan? Betul tak?
Betul,
Madam, bukan 2 chapter je kan? Essay ke semua chapter?
Sekejap Madam rasa Madam check itu 4 chapter. Tapi kamu boleh pilih satu saja. Jadi just study satu je lah. Sekejap. Okay. Lah, topik 3 until 4. Okay, betul-betul. Okay, betul. Topik 3 and 4. Topik 3 and 4. Alright, betul. Topik 3 and 4. 1 and 2 dah cover dalam quiz ya. Okay, so Madam rasa okay kot 3 and 4. Chapter model and then sustainability and actors in sustainable. Okay. Kejap. Okay, sekarang ni kita nak tengok yang ni kot. Okay, kejap. Biasalah week ke-12 yang kata student. Isyarah pun dia jadi kepeningan yang amat-amat pening lah. Jadi banyak kerja tu lah. Okay, so hari ni kita akan dengar pasal Malaysian Nature ke? Betul ke Malaysian Nature? Live on SDG 15 ni. Betul ke? Betul ke? Betul ke?
Macam mana, Madam?
Ni Malaysian Nature yang ni ke yang hantar kat Madam tadi? Ke ni guru?
Belum hantar lagi.
Oh, ini guru E. Okay, so boleh tak hantar sekarang?
Okay, sekejap, Madam.
Ya Allah, boleh lah. Madam ni dia ingat yang tu lah. Okay. Okay, kejap. PAD 370. PAD 350 lah. Aduh.
Silap, Madam.
Nanti kan dalam final kan duk pening kepala. Okay. Alright, jom.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Zaharil bin Ahmad Damadhuri, and today I will talk about the Environment Defense Funds. This is our organization. So, first of all, Environment Defense Funds, or EDF, formerly known as Environmental Defense, is a United States-based non-profit environmental advocacy group. It was founded in 1957 by Dennis Pulleston, Art Cooley, and Charles F. Worcester. This group is known for its work on issues including global warming, ecosystem restoration, ocean and human health, and advocates using sound science, economic and law to find environmental solutions that work. Lastly, this group headquarters are in New York City with office across the US with scientists and policy specialists working worldwide. So firstly, the goals is good health and well-being. This goals is aimed to end preventable deaths of newborns and children under 5 years of age, with all countries aiming to reduce neonatal mortality to at least as low as 12 per 1,000 live birth and under 5 mortality to at least as low as 25 per 1,000 live birth. Second, the goals is affordable and clean energy. So this goal is aimed by 2030 to ensure universal access to affordable, reliable and modern energy services. It also want to increase substantially the share of renewable energy in the global energy mix. Third, the goals is climate action. So these goals want to improve education, awareness raising, and human and institutional capacity on climate change mitigation, adaptation, impact reduction, and early warning. It also want to integrate climate change measure into national policy, strategies, and planning. Lastly, the goals is life below water. So by 2020, sustainably manage and protect marine and coastal ecosystem to avoid significant adverse impact, including by strengthening their resilience and take action for their restoration in order to achieve healthy and productive oceans.
Firstly is Sustainable Development Goals 3, which is good health and well-being. They are responsible to ensure healthy life and promote well-being for all at all ages. SDG 3 aims to cover and focus on a variety of areas of a healthy living and lifestyle. Good health is essential to sustainable development and the 2030 agenda. Under the Environmental Defense Fund, EDF, health is defined as a healthier environment. That means healthier people. We focus on both, which is the well-being of families today and future generation. We are using science to tackle pollution and toxic chemical on multiple fronts. Thus, to ensure the SDG 3 can be achieved, EDF has implemented mapping air pollution and detecting chemicals that can harm us. The first project by EDF is mapping air pollution. EDF and partners launched series of studies from Auckland to London that use lower score sensor to record air pollution at the hyperlocal level. This sensor can be put on automobiles, trucks, and bicycles. Thus, by improving the air quality, can ensure the good health and well-being of the people that contribute to the SDG 3. The second project is detecting chemical that can harm us. Since chemical is important in our industry, they also end up in our environment, food, water, and air, causing health issues such as cancer and asthma. EDF has explored and looked into measures to encourage the development of breakthrough technology that can identify a percent chemical exposure. This data can be used to protect our health. EDF also attempts to jumpstart the market for personal chemical exposure monitoring system. Our vision is to assist individual gain access regarding the chemical exposure and enhance the public health as followed by SDG 3. Next, moving on to the improvement. Firstly, we should check the daily air pollution forecast in our area and only use N95 or P100 respirator mask if we need to go out. Other than that, the law must be stricter, especially for those burning firewood or trash openly. As an example, we can fine them for doing public burning. Secondly, is by making a government policy to reduce exposure to potentially hazardous chemicals. As an example, the new rule prevents potentially harmful unregulated chemical in food from regulations such as BPA in food cans.
Affordable and clean energy is the 7 Sustainable Development Goals introduced by the United Nations General Assembly in 2015. Energy is central to nearly every major challenge and opportunity the world faces today. It is focusing on universal energy access, increased energy efficiency, and increased use of renewable energy through new economic and job opportunities is critical to create more sustainable and inclusive communities, as well as resilience to environmental issues such as climate change. For your information, energy is one of the issues Environmental Defense Fund (EDF) has addressed, which is connected with the 7 Sustainable Development Goals. They are in ways to transform energy around the world to make it cleaner, more efficient, and more reliable for everyone that is good for world climate, health, and economy. They are working hard with using the latest technology and data that is more precise than ever, as they are finding ways to cut pollution from the oil and gas industry and making the shift toward clean energy faster. Therefore, Environmental Defense Fund, or also known as EDF, has implemented a few projects called MITANI-SAT and Puerto Rico's energy system. Firstly, MITANI-SAT project is to cut methane emissions, since the latest science warns that the window for preventing the most catastrophic global warming closing fast. Environmental Defense Fund has stated that MITANI-SAT is more reliability than any other satellite to cut climate pollution worldwide, as this space technology can cut climate pollution on Earth. The main objective of this project is about to being a key source in reaching their goals of reducing methane emissions from a range of sources, particularly global oil and gas. However, this project is scheduled to launch in 2022, which is this year, with successful satellite entrepreneur, which is Tom Ingersoll. So this is the picture of Steven Humbert, which is EDF Chief Scientist, and with Tom Ingersoll, MITANI-SAT Project Director, and the picture was taken at Harvard University. Secondly, a project to strengthen Puerto Rico's energy system, which is located on the continent of North America. For your information, Puerto Rico's energy system are affordable, low-carbon electricity for healthier and more prosperous communities. In bringing this system to Puerto Rico and support long-term solutions to the island's energy crisis, so Environmental Defense Fund is collaborating with local communities and coordinating with academic institutions, technical specialists, and financial experts to ensure the project going more successful. The project was focused on advancing a community-driven solar and storage project on the island of Culebra. Therefore, Environmental Defense Fund will design and integrate solar and storage projects on the island of Culebra to provide low and moderate income residents with clean, reliable, and affordable energy. Lastly, my suggestion to Environmental Defense Fund is they should spread their knowledge about these projects through television, social media, radio, or billboard advertising, as the world did not speak about this issue much, where there is still bad air pollution out there, lack of clean energy, especially in rural areas.
My name is Sharifah Khairunisa Betty Abdurrahman. I will present on SDG 13. Sustainable Development Goal 13 is about climate action and is one of 17 Sustainable Development Goals established by the United Nations in 2015. The official words is to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact. SDG 13's applicable targets also call for the implementation of the commitment undertaken at the UNFCCC. Next is EDF projects to SDG 13. According to Environmental Defense Fund, climate is cleaner future in reach. EDF know how to curb climate pollution while growing the economy to create a world where people and nature prosper. They see climate change everywhere in stronger storms, dry drought, and more acidic oceans. Therefore, EDF has implemented a few projects to achieve the 13 Sustainable Development Goals, such as helping China move to clean energy and preserve rainforests for people and wildlife project. The first project is helping China take big steps toward lasting change. China is serious about climate action, with 1.4 billion the world's most popular and number one greenhouse gas. However, over the past 2 decades, EDF has helped China cut emissions and strengthen enforcement of environmental laws. For instance, EDF successfully trained 3,600 government and industrial stakeholders on carbon emission trading and launching low-carbon agriculture to reduce tons of greenhouse gas. Second project is preserving rainforests for people and wildlife. Deforestation causes up to 15% of the world's greenhouse gas. The business motivation is transformed at EDF, which makes trees more valuable alive than dead. This would be one of the most effective strategies to reduce global emissions. After that, for the improvement, firstly, EDF must improve green power generated from renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower. It can help your organizations reduce its environmental impact. For instance, add solar panels to their house. By doing this, you not only pollute less but save money too. Secondly, help raise climate ambitions by painting the city with climate art. We know that facing the challenges of the climate crisis requires creativity, community, and fun in addition to the science, policy, and advocacy that define much of our work.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I will be presenting the Sustainable Development Goals 14, SDG 14, which are life below water. SDG 14 focus on conserving and sustaining the use of oceans, seas, and marine resources. The main problem with SDG 14 is illegal fishing, which is fishing without authorities' permission. For example, fishing in prohibited areas. In order to reduce illegal fishing, Environment Defense Fund (EDF) has helped in managing the fishing system, in which the fishermen are given exclusive fishing privilege and other regulations. Next, overfishing is also one of the problems for SDG 14. Overfishing happens when humans catch fish or marine life faster than they can repopulate. To prevent overfishing is by using digital. This will help fishermen detect and avoid any species that are nearly extinct. For example, EDF has collaborated with partners to test out digital in fishing. Furthermore is ocean warming. Ocean warming happens when the ocean temperatures increase. This will cause some problems like increasing sea levels, weather patterns, and many more. The only solution to this problem is to act immediately. For example, cutting greenhouse gas emissions. My suggestion is to include local people in future activities. This is because local people can actually attract more people to engage with the activities with the help of social media. This can be proven with the recent flood incident where people only use social media to ask for help or even sending help to the victims. That's all from me. Thank you.
To sum up, this organization plays an important role in ensuring that every planned goal needs to be achieved as soon as possible. In addition, the existence of this organization to some extent helps the government in dealing with various problems such as health problems, environmental problems, and so on. Therefore, we must support the effort made by this organization as it benefits to ourselves. If you guys want to know well about this organization, you can go to their website, that is www.edf.org. So you can go there and get some detail about them and see what they do to make sure every goals that they target can be achieved. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So as expected lah bila part 5, sebab tadi madam baru tengok part 3 punya video and then ni madam tengok part 5 pula. Memang orang kata perbezaan tu ketara lah. Part 1, part 2, part 3, of course lah. Itu pun aim kita ada perubahan dan kemajuan. So memang okay lah kamu punya presentation and then menjawab soalan apa semua. So madam akan mula memberi markah kepada grup. Sekejap Baik, dah letak ke belum? Kat sini, dah letak dah ni.
Dah madam, kat group 4 tu.
Mana group 4? Okay. Perasan madam. EDF kan? Environmental Defence Fund. Environmental Defence Fund. Okay. Okay, Zahar. Semua relevant. So, memang relevant. Okay.
Madam tu report.
Itulah masalah. Thank you. Sorry. Allahu Akbar. Okay, presentation skill. Okay, kita tengok suara tu clear. Okay, bila mana tengok memanglah macam, faham tak kamu semua ni jelah memanglah membaca. Tapi mana dah nampak dah gaya-gaya tu. Kalau nak tengok budak-budak yang tahun pertama, tahun kedua, lagilah nampak membacanya. So in terms of ni, Meda rasa Meda boleh bagi 5 lah. Okay, nak kata 6 tu macam yang ni sangat kan. Tapi Meda boleh bagi 5. Untuk buat macam ni. Kena guna teknik ni. Okay, 5. And then contents. Okay, contents memang good. Okay. And then dari segi personal appearance, yes, memang pakai blazer semua sangat kemas. So nanti kalau kamu dapat apa-apa interview kerja ke apa dan kita masih lagi stay dalam ODL ataupun tak boleh nak pergi secara fizikal macam ni, pakailah macam tu. InsyaAllah dia akan menaikkan keyakinan kamu dan juga kita tengok pun, interviewer tengok pun okay. So teamwork pun Meda nak bagi 6 lah. Okay. Okay, and then the last one, the creativity. Bagi 5 lah boleh tak? Okay. Okay, so total 5, 6, 12, 18, 28 per 30. Okay lah tu kan? Banyak lah tu. Okay, are you happy?
Happy madam.
Happy madam.
Masih tak happy je suara?
Thank you madam.
Okay.
Thank you madam.
Okay, tahniahlah Meda ucapkan. Okay, ucap. Mana tantangan ni? Okay, so untuk minggu depan, minggu ni ada test. Madam akan buat style macam 2 hari kita akan buka. And then korang jawablah hari apa, masa bila yang korang suka. So masa yang diberi hanya beberapa jam tapi attempt dia sekali saja. Boleh ke? Tapi korang boleh pilih lah masa mana yang korang nak buat. Okay, so Meda akan try set. Siapa yang boleh jawab test malam? Siapa yang suka macam prefer malam lah jawab test sebab siang rasa nak pergi mana-mana ataupun rasa happy jawab test malam? Ada ke orang yang macam tu? Ada ke? Atau nak buat siang? Orang dengar tak?
Dengar Madam.
Siang Madam.
Betul siang Madam.
Ada yang suka buat malam tak? Sebab Madam kalau nak buat malam, Madam nak set malam. So korang start malam.
Malam okey tapi line yang tak okey Madam.
Lain yang tak okey Jadi kalau macam tu kita buat siang je lah. Daripada 8 pagi sampai 5 petang. Boleh ke macam tu?
Boleh madam.
Boleh.
Okey lah. Okay, kalau macam tu start dah study chapter 3 dengan chapter 4. Okey, Madam bagi ruang untuk kamu. Ini adalah soalan long essay. So bila long essay bermakna kamu kena bagi yang terbaik lah. Kamu kena yang terbaik. So Madam tak nak bila long essay je kamu pun copy paste sebanyak-banyak mana. Try to use your own words. Madam tak perlu kata in ke benda kan untuk detect. Madam tahu kalau ayat tu daripada student, Madam tahu itu ayat daripada kamu. Dan kalau ayat terlalu copy paste pun Madam of course lah tahu. Okay, so boleh tak kalau kamu start study, okay, chapter 3 ataupun chapter 4, and then bila kamu study tu betul-betul kamu menghayati, cari contoh yang relevan. Okay, sebab masa yang diberikan Madam tak nak bagi masa panjang sangat lah. Masa yang ada tu, kalau 25 soalan memang masa strict 1.5 jam je. Tapi tengoklah Madam nak buat macam mana. Okay, kan 3 jam tu pun dah terlalu lama lah. Okay, so kamu kena study daripada awal-awal. Okay, so Madam ucapkan good luck ya. Okay semua, Assalamualaikum.
Okay, Madam. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you Madam.
Thank you, Madam.
Madam.
Alright.